The easily exploding evil returns.
はい、こんにちは、こんばんは。2023年11月28日22時になりました。今日はちょこっとだけね、ダンジョンズ4という、11月の初めの方かなにリリースされました、ダンジョン運営かつ、リアルタイムストラテジーみたいなね、ジャンルのタイトルを遊んでいきたいなと思ってます。初見プレイです。でダンジョンズ4って書いてある通り、シリーズものなんだけれども過去作は未プレイです。はい。あとなんだろうな、ゲームパスの対象かな。はい、こんばんは、いらっしゃい。じゃあ早速遊んでいきましょう。キャンペーン
The Last Stand. Tanya set about destroying the last remaining heroes. Amongst others, her stepbrother Tristan.
ストーリーは英雄たちを倒し快進撃を続けるタリア。どうやらこのタリアって人が悪のボスみたいだね。でこの人が主人公で、敵が攻め入ってくるので迎え撃つみたいな感じなんだろうね。でお兄さんを倒しましょうと。これ何？こんばんはいらっしゃい。実績みたいなもんか。そうそう、勇者を迎え撃つ魔王的なやつだと思うんだ。難易度か。普通でいってみようか。
Once upon a time, long, long ago in
ちゃんと
you know the rest, the
ストーリーがある。
absolute evil had, in the fabulous predecessor to this game, taken over the entire overworld with its creatures. Now it spent its time on debauched parties and... Wait a minute. The entire overworld? No! One small village of indomitable heroes still held out against the invaders. The unamused evil was beside itself with rage. But all this was about to change once and for all, because the remote controlling evil sent its most vicious general into the field, the Dark Elf Talia. Talia, also known from the fabulous predecessor, came back from her vacation in a thoroughly good mood. Before that, she had defeated her foster father, the paladin Tanos. This fact is important to note. For this last remaining village of heroes was protected by none other than Tristan, foster son of Tanos and Talia's stepbrother. This proud warrior in shining, his handsome heroic chest accentuating armor, was the last glimmer of hope for the forces of good. Talia, who had fully embraced the dark side, couldn't wait to really kick her stepbrother's ass. And so our story begins.
ほう。兄弟だけど正義と悪に分かれちゃってるんだ。
The last defenders of good were fighting for their survival. This seemed to be the perfect time for Tristan to make his appearance, the last mighty hero of the good races.
My brothers, in your eyes I see the same fear that would lead me to despair. The day may come when the courage of true heroes is extinguished, when we abandon our companions and all bonds of friendship are broken. But that day is still far off. Stand fast, heroes of the West!
And with those familiar-sounding words, Tristan charged into battle to the cheers of his men. The heroes of good had managed to capture some of the evil creatures. Nevertheless, it was more than questionable whether a few minor victories and a brilliant speech could do anything against the absolute evil's armies. A storm of darkness and gloom descended, heralding the arrival of Talia, the absolute evil's general. This entrance not only panicked the defenders of good, but also seemed to strengthen the creatures of evil.
Hey, I'm back! Time to kick a little hero butt. Forward, creatures! Show me what you can do! Punch him smack dab in the mouth! Smash him in the face! Oh, and just as a precaution, get me my handbook of worn-out third-rate catchphrases.
一人で行くの？
If my eyes don't deceive me, that's my stupid stepbrother Tristan over there too, just waiting for me to lovingly put his head on a spear.
メタなこと言ってるな。
It's gonna be a good day.
Talia seemed to be very sure of victory. Some might find this puzzling, as it was the beginning of a long new campaign. But okay, maybe the rest of the missions are nothing but a string of debauched victory celebrations. Who knows?
ほうほうほう。こういうことか。選択して右クリックで移動とか攻撃。
I'm gonna massacre you. If I can just remember how that works again.
Fortunately, Talia's instincts took over at this point, something which wannabe pro gamers often refer to as auto-attack. Talia also remembered that she had a few skills that she could invoke whenever she felt like it.
Oh, right. Boom. That's how it's done.
やれと。
Hasta la vista.
Talia's mighty storm once again stood at her disposal.
強いな、タリア。なんだなんだなんだ、見えない。あ、こういうのも使えるんだね。なんかいる。これは
Dead heroes. Did someone actually cage my subordinates? Ah, forget that. I'm the only one who's allowed to do that. Time to bust these things open. Pulverize them. Nuke 'em.
レベルとかもあんだ。ミッション固有アクションの詳細は画面右上のアイコン。これだよね。なるほど。檻を壊せ。これが味方だ。
You have destroyed a cage. Talia had freed all the creatures. Not to be outdone by her stepbrother, she too gave a brilliant speech.
Speech? Sure. Creatures! Time to punch the do-gooders right in the kisser! Forward! Punch them in the face, kick them in the shins, break their belt buckles so they...
これセリフ面白いな。
Yes. Very inspiring.
いけいけ。
And another one for the Grim Reaper. Or Grim Reaperess, I'm not picky.
あ、回復できる人がいる。文字ちっちゃいな。これ味方だ。
Talia had reached the center of battle. With another brilliant speech, she goaded her creatures on one more time.
Another speech? Oh. Ding dong, the hero's dead. That okay?
Honestly, I don't know if I can work with you like this.
もうわかんない。どれかどれだかわかんない全然。
To their linguistically under-talented leader, or would like to, but the defenses on the left and right flanks made progress impossible. Talia had to destroy them in order to receive further support. The hero's left defensive flank could no longer withstand the
投石機があるのか。
creatures. The hero's defense collapsed on the right flank.
待って待って待って。
The monstrous evil's creatures flocked to Talia.
Excellent. I can always use more
ちょっと
cannon fodder.
散らばりすぎだ。
I mean, loyal subordinates.
めっちゃたくさんいる。トリスタンを倒せ。ここだ。まずはこれで先手を打とう。
Hasta la vista, hero boy.
いけいけいけいけいけいけちょっとこの経験値の文字がえぐいな。
Talia, stepsister, you dare to show your face here after killing our foster father?
Yeah. Is that a trick question? You can see I'm here. Thanos deserved what he got. And I thought to myself, hey, like father, like son.
You will pay for your deeds, sister.
やば強っ。
Light will protect me.
あ、そういうことか。
Sister, turn from evil and come back to the side of good. See the power of light.
With these words, Tristan was bathed in a golden light that seemed to protect him. As if that were not troublesome enough, a number of magical portals opened at the same time.
タリア見失うよね。あ、なんか味方が来た味方が来た。
Already. Can't we just jump straight to the point where I greedily take over the world? Forward, creatures! Smash the portals! Flatten that magic junk! Pull the plug!
My brothers! In your eyes, I see the same fear that would lead me to despair. The day may come when the courage of
とりあえずあのゲート
is extinguished. When we abandon our companions
よし。
and all bonds of friendship are broken. But that day is still far off. Stand fast, heroes of the West!
Oh, didn't you spout that same bullshit earlier? In exactly the same words.
No, not at all. I am known for my brilliant speeches, wicked stepsister.
I seem to remember that whenever you were supposed to speak in front of the class, we had to get a mop.
You'll pay for that. Onward, faithful! Destroy the evil!
All the magical portals have been destroyed, and with them, Tristan's shield went up in smoke.
That's the way I like it. Now, where were we? Oh, yeah. I was just about to kick my stepbrother's butt.
やば。
Sister, it doesn't have to end this way. Join me. Together we can still save the
範囲
world.
範囲攻撃気づく気づきにくいな。あ、これ範囲攻撃だ。うわーやば。
Talia, this isn't the end. We'll meet again.
With these words, Tristan quickly created a portal and threw himself through it with the last of his strength. The portal closed again behind him.
Treachery, fraud, cheater! This was supposed to be my victory! And what the hell kind of glove is that anyway? Looks to me like game design forgot to balance the thing properly.
Maybe the people in charge were still too captivated by your great speech. Brought tears to my eyes.
この翻訳すごいね。
However, not of emotion.
As if the bird brains these evil creatures have needed grand speeches. A few skulls to bash in, and the social calendar for the evening is filled.
Well, each to their own. But apparently, Tristan had suffered a
ガントレットだ。
mishap, as the aforementioned magic glove still
魔石の
remained
ガ
the
ン
place
トレ
where
ッ
it
ト。
was last used.
あ、
It was
ジャーズ
seen
みた
that
い
he
な。
had accidentally lost it.
あ、ジャーズのサノスみたいな。
Wonderful. This thing is just what I need. Très chic. I'll just grab that right away.
And so our story begins.
チュートリアルだったのかな、戦闘のね。これ一個一個のアイコンなんだろう。これ死んだ数かな、倒した数かな。
Tristan had managed to give Talia the slip, but she had been able to capture his magic glove. The Gauntlet of Finitude, a fabled artifact. Unfortunately, UI overlays don't work in cutscenes, so Tanya couldn't read just exactly what the glove did. Nevertheless, she proudly presented it to the absolute evil in its form as the Dungeon Lord. And so misfortune took its course, because at the same time, Tanya wanted to demonstrate how
とある
loudly she
炎
could
の錬
snap
金
her
術師。
fingers.
パチーン。
But this snap, which would go down in the history books as the Dungeon Lord snap, unleashed horrific forces that were discharged into the Dungeon Lord himself. As Tanya rose to her feet, the gauntlet had disappeared, and the Dungeon Lord lay
ドラクエ。
dying.
なんか
He
い
was
ろんな
often
小ネタが
making
挟ま
fun
っ
at
てる。
this point, because it made them think back to the last really good superhero movie. Talia mourned for about 5 seconds. Talia had shattered the realms of good and served them onto the absolute evil on a silver platter, while it had actually done nothing at all. So Talia now became the absolute ruler. She had no clue about how to rule, but more than made up for it with hubris and consistently ignoring glaring problems. In addition, she surrounded herself with a staff of incompetent advisors. What could possibly go wrong? 10 minutes later, Tristan had captured Tanya, locked her in a cage, and put the armies of absolute evil to flight. And so the story ends. We'll tell you how the story continues in overpriced microtransaction bites. Oh, wait, wrong script. That's a different developer. Hang in there, I've almost got it. While Talia was ignominiously taken away, the unused essence of absolute evil continued to float through the ether. It wasn't about to admit defeat that easily, but for evil to triumph once again, it needed Talia back, for better or for worse. And so the swirling essence of absolute evil set about commanding the perplexed-looking chaotic hordes and freeing Talia. Hammer time! Round 2. The essence of absolute evil held the horde together and rose to the challenge of vicious dwarven engineering.
ダークロードが残されたクリーチャーたちをまとめ上げ、ドワーフの凶悪な技術力に立ち向かいます。ほう。ダークロードはまだ生きてたってこと？雇う。英雄を10人倒す。でもタリアはもう囚われちゃったんだよね。
Tristan! Let me out of this damned cage, you stupid little good elf. Otherwise, I'll have a hard time wringing your scrawny neck. What the hell do you want from me anyway?
Talia, stepsister, your deplorable deeds must not go unpunished. You have slain our foster father Tanos, a blasphemous affront to our goddess, whom you, to top it all off, have also slain. But we will have plenty of time to argue on our journey. I am here for the stone. Brynhild, if you please.
You know you can, you little cutie. Oi! Go on, you lazy lot. Get that destroyer of worlds class hammer going.
Talia had been captured. Only the bubbling around the place essence of absolute evil could save her. It was amusing to leave Talia in the clutches of her brother. But on the other hand, without her help, the shapeless evil would probably just roam the countryside as a disembodied something or other, and at best be hired for third-rate horror movies. Fortunately, a forgotten dungeon heart lying in the underground could quickly be reactivated. Together with the creatures of the Horde, it would be easy to smash the do-gooder heroes there to smithereens. The wafting evil had to get rid of that dwarven contraption on the overworld, as it posed a threat to the underground, and with it, the dungeon heart. It was therefore necessary to build a mighty dungeon, or rather, to have one built, because as a wafting essence, the disembodied evil could not do much itself.
掴んで、左クリックで掴んで右で投げ捨てる。何も持ってない場合、右クリックで何かを平手打ちできます。平手打ち。5×5 以上の広さの穴を選択してチビが掘るまで待機。はあ。だって掘んだ？こんなんでいい？まあ掘ろうとしてる。あ、こっちだった。ここもか。筋鉱脈だって。労働者、人口制限。なんかいろいろあるな。あ、ちゃんとこれ壁も作ってくれんだね。 これ玉座か。この辺金鉱石じゃないの？ゴールド。で金庫を建てる、これか。タリオとチビどもの研究レベルを表示しています。レベルが上がると新しい部屋やチビの最大雇用数が増加します。ほう。これか。金庫はゴールドを保管する金庫なので、金脈がある部屋に建設すると効率がいい。あ、お金でか。お金でこの辺研究するんだ。さっき1000ぐらいあったもんな。ダンジョン、モンスター、悪魔、アンデッド。これで金庫。この辺に作るか。5×5 以上。こういうこと？
The gold-hungry evil had built a treasury. The meager amount that could be stored in the throne room was simply not even close to enough for a proper gold bar.
あ、で、ここにあった金も運んでくれるんだ。七面鳥農場、これか。悪魔やモンスターが食べる美味しい七面鳥を丹精込めて育て上げます。はい。5×5 以上。結構な広さの部屋が必要なんだね。
Loving evil had built a gobbler farm. Here, delicious gobblers were raised to serve as food for the horde.
6×6。なんだ掃除してる？ここ掘ってくんないの？あ、なるほどね。1人1ブロックなんだ。で、こっからどんどん人が増えていくわけだ。ここまで行くわけね。あ、下にもなんかあるな。あれこれなんだ？あ、なるほど。地上と地下か。頑張れ頑張れ。で、次がモンスターのアジト。寝床が必要です。はあ。うん。66以上。
The sheltering evil had built a hideout for the horde's creatures. These could henceforth build themselves a place to rest there.
こんばんはいらっしゃい。そうですね、魔王になってダンジョンを作り敵を迎え撃つ、そんなタイトルです。ラミアが治癒力。まず治癒云々よりも戦士だよな。両方か。これはまあ一旦肩こりリウマチ水虫頑張ってみる。
The army-raising evil had recruited its first creature, a bit underwhelming considering that it was sitting on the throne of the gods a short time ago. But fresh starts are never easy. The evilest evil could use the hand of terror, not only to intervene, but also to lend its little snots the impetus they needed by giving them a spirited slap.
どこいとこなんか手で掴んでるのかこれ。手で掴んでるな。ヒットポイントを回復する。寝床がないとモンスターは徐々に怒りが溜まっていき、最終的にストライキを開始します。モンスターはアジトの中に寝床を設置して休憩します。七面鳥が大好き。寝ようとしてる。仕事がなくなった？チビに平手打ちをしてください。クリーチャーにはレベルがあると。平手打ち。
The attitude of distant evil had struck one of its little snots. Frightened, the creature squealed and set to work the detestable evil.
ヒットポイント減ってるけど。
Delicious evilness. Excellent things could be done with it, such as exploring new stuff. However, first, a place had to be found where the evilness could be stored. The absolute evil quickly built a vault of evilness.
部屋を作れとまた。あれ寝てる子どこ行った？あ、ここでご飯食べてんのか。あ、なんか来るな。
I sure hope not, because I have a whole different set of plans for just how you lot are gonna die here. 七面鳥の鳴き声ね。あ、死んじゃった。七面鳥平手打ちしたら死んじゃった。よし、じゃあこれか。ん？
ダークエネルギー貯蔵庫。限界があるんだ。
Evil had built a vault of evilness. This allowed it to henceforth store evilness and use it.
Oi! No need to sit around there, please.
あれ、なんか道がつながった。
Picking up a little gold while we're here, eh? On you go, lads. Grab the nearest gold vein.
Sooner or later, the greedy dwarves would dig their way into the dungeon. The perfidious evil used a workshop to prepare traps to stop the gold-stealing dwarves in their tracks.
トラップ。保管するブロック製造機。
Technological progress has almost always been a fine thing. Further research could not only make new units or rooms available, but also increase the maximum number of little snots or creatures. The hard work allowing evil had built a tinkerer's cave. Here, little snots could use the work units to make toolboxes, which were needed for the more extravagant dungeon accoutrements.
作業部屋は作業ユニットやトラップを作るためのブロックを製造したり保管する部屋。作業部屋にブロック製造機を設置するとチビがブロックを作ります。これだ。真ん中でいいのかな。この辺に置くか。やばい、来てる来てる。フロアトラップの研究をあげます。頑張ってブロックを3つ作るまで待つ。ブロックはどこでカウントされてんの？一旦雇うか。あ、ここだ。七面鳥もいた。給料日お金が欲しいか。頑張ってる頑張ってる。回せ回せ。やばい、来てる来てる。みんな何してん？あ、お金か。チビめっちゃ働くな。この辺の壁はやばいって。できたぞ3つ。トゲトゲトラップ。ここ。なるほどね。このトゲトゲトラップは味方は フレンドリーファイヤーはあんのかな。
The cunning evil had placed the first traps. This would make it much harder for the greedy dwarves to steal the gold from the treasury or even destroy the dungeon heart itself.
金庫からお金盗んだりするんだ。こう掘られたら厄介だね。これ以上ダークエネルギーを貯めるスペースがない。本当だ、パンパンだ。何に使うんだダークエネルギー。あ、この辺で使うんだ。これあげるか。
The workforce hoarding evil had increased its maximum little snot limit and now had access to even more of the industrious little creatures.
Oi!
来た。
Dug into my little gold mine. Yeah. They had two stinky dogs, whose skulls are at best used as toilet paper holders in the lavatory. Okay, boys, tear this joint to the ground.
Dwarves had opened a passage into the dungeon. The little snots
戦ってくれ。
immediately executed Order 67, as they had been instructed to do by Talia. in
全然トゲのトラップ。
which meant that they ran through the dungeon with their arms flapping wildly. At the same time, they opened the secret trap
ダメ
can
ージ食らってる。
so that the tricky evil could give the dwarves a very warm welcome.
Boy, did you little honeybuds forget your little baby bottles? Or how did you manage to lose to a bunch of lousy orcs? But I
これやられたらやばいっぽいな。
reinforcements here. Reinforcements? Attack!
Obviously, the danger for
あ、
the
ブロックがいっぱいあ
dwarves
る。
had not yet been neutralized. Luckily, the little snots had made a few traps in their spare time, and they were only too happy
敵だ。
to make available to the
うわ、来てる
all-consuming
じゃん。
evil.
来てるぞ。行け。この羊に乗った。やばい、火炎放射器やばい。よし。
Payday.
ゴールドにしか興味のないドワーフは勝手に金脈を掘っています。ドワーフの部屋の天井は魔法で保護されているのでクリーチャーを投げ込むことができません。ドアを破壊して正面突破しましょう。なるほどね。ここだ。行った方がいいのかな。あ、なんかすごいな、ここを攻略するのまた骨が折れそうだね。ノームの研究をレベル1まで上げる。これか。ノームは優れた技術者で強力な爆弾を作ることができます。へえ。フレンドリーファイヤーなし。ありがとう。おいで。雇うか。2人雇えます。 だ寝床がないかこれ。拡張するか。だよね、アジトがないよね。一個一個一人一人名前がついてんだ。アジト。アジトでいいんだっけ。よし。オッケー。もう金庫全然減らないね。
Defend the dungeon heart.
危なっ。敵はもういない。これやってくんないかな。あ、やってくれるやってくれる。いけいけ。回復2じゃ足りないかもな。お、壊れた壊れた。ちょっと待って、なんでみんな。オッケー。なんでみんな戻っちゃうんだい。お腹減ってんのかい。お腹減ってんだな。いった帰ろうみんな。難しいなこれ操作が。やばいやばいやばいやばい、やられてる。チビたちがやられてる。
The little snot's trap glittered and gleamed. Soon, gold-hungry dwarves would be biting their teeth out on it as they unknowingly fast-tracked for a quick demise. Payday!
大丈夫か。ちょっと渋滞が起きてます。忙しい。お給料で戻んないよね。金脈が枯渇しそうです。あ、本当だ。 怪しいな。ここでも掘っちゃっていいのかな。寝てる？寝てるか？いけいけ。これだ。意外とそうですね、そのリアルタイムストラテジーとしてはかゆいところに手が届かないというか、やってしまえこれを。なんか来たな。よし。
The dwarves were defeated for the time being. Satisfied, the essence of absolute evil rubbed something together that could perhaps pass for two hands together. The all-destroying evil had conquered the exit. This left the way to the surface open for its troops.
あ、こんなことできんの？自分で持っていくこともできんだ。どういうのが持てんだろうな。こういうのも持てる。運びやすいところに置いとくのもいいんだろうな。この手のダークエネルギーを。で、金がない。あ、金鉱脈ここにあんじゃん。そっちは？あれ？なんもなかったな、ここ。ここか。ここを掘るか。この辺は鉱脈ではないか。はてな何？この君たち何？恐怖の手が持っているクレチ。はいはいはい。これ持ってと。落とす。あ、じゃ待って。死んじゃう。一人で。なんで一人で。せっかくレベル上がったのに。引けー。引いた。危な。あ、そういうことか。地上とダンジョンで操作が違うんだ。地上世界での操作がさっきのチャプター1と同じ操作方法だ。 難しいな。なるほど。ダークエネルギーパンパン問題ね。
Your enemies are in the dungeon.
なんだって？あ、来た来た来た来た来た来た。よし。食料これ足りてんのかな。はあはあはあ、やっぱ足りてないんだな。食料庫。で、金庫があって、
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
もう忙しい。どこだ？どっちから来る？よし、ナイス。ここもなんかトラップ仕掛けておいてもいいかもな。ブロック24個もあるでしょ。あ、なんだこれ。これいつの間にできた？これどこに建てれるんだろう。どうやってつくんだこれ。上か？下だな。
Payday. Creatures are collecting their pay.
あ、この辺作れる。
The Thrasher was a very powerful trap, just waiting to snap several heroes to Nirvana at the same time.
あは。
A Thrasher had been set up and was waiting for heroes who dared to go near the carousel.
こういうとこか。
Another saw trap was mounted halfway up to be even more effective against dwarves. The saw trap's blades whirred along the wall, just waiting for bread to slice, or heroes, whichever came first.
これどこに立てるんだろう。あ、すごい強っ。ちょっと待って、一旦なんか強そう。大丈夫か。食料が足りてない。これか。こんな感じ？こういう感じ？これなんだ？ああ。これ邪魔だったかな。
kept a watchful eye out for arriving heroes.
で、あとここか。
A hamster wheel of death had been put in position. Heroes who stepped on the trigger would definitely be anything but happy.
ああ、いいね。聞いてる聞いてる。いや、下から抜けられちゃうのえぐいな。いいぞいいぞ。ハムスターどうなった？ああ、頑張ってな。これ邪魔だったね。完全に邪魔だったな。なるほどね。じゃあ、あともう好きにやっていいですか？研究だね。ゴブリンは目立たないように見えますが、1、2本の短剣を使いこなす卑劣で小悪魔的な生き物です。靴紐がほどけたのを指摘されたかと思えば、次の瞬間には3本の短剣が目に刺さったりします。遠距離かなこれで。越見の間。なんだこれ。ああ、ダンジョンハートのヒットポイントが 50% 増加。 なるほど。あ、ドア。食料が足りてないから、よし。ダークエネルギーの貯蔵量も増やしって感じか。金脈がある部屋に金庫を建設する方が建設的ですよ。いや、建設してるよ。してるよね。そろそろなんか来そうだな。はいはいはい。この辺も掘りたいけど。あ、間違えた。あ、間違えた。どうするこれ。ちょ、待ってくれ。これをキャンセルしたい。操作むず。邪悪な笑い声。どういう操作を、そうだ。何が起こるんだ。デリートね。いろいろあるな。ホットキー。ホットキーなんてどこに設定すんだ。うわあ、大変。オッケー。消せた。来た来た来た来た来た来た来た。よし。なんだこれ。右クリック長押しするとなんか台風が起きる。これトラップも考えて道を作んないとダメだな。なんだ、何が欲しいんだ君は。それなんだ。かわいい。何かを欲しがってんだよな。あ、なんかどっか飛んでいっちゃった。お金どんどん溜まってくから研究を続けつつ、そうだ、ゴブリン、ちっちゃゴブリン、ぬるぬるトラップ。ああ、速度低下か。あ、この辺作れるんだね。なんかこのトゲトゲトラップよりさ、この回転のこぎりとかの方が全然強いよね。転倒トラップ、回転ハンマー。来た来た。
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
全然役に立ってないや。これ潰しちゃおう。ここ建てれんの？ここ建てれんのエグくない？嘘でしょ？あ、ダメだよね。そうですよね。
Payday.
壁とか作れないのかな？これ壁作れないとなると、
A gold vein has been mined out.
え、ドアだ。金脈が、あ、いや全然あるじゃん金脈。研究したい。回復量 100%。回復系を上げとこうか。金庫もう一丁。よし。お金がない。
Enemies are in the dungeon.
さあどうなる？いや、それ壊そうとすんのか。いけ。オッケーオッケー。あ、でまた立てんのね。オッケーオッケー、全然いいじゃん。お金稼いでもらって、一旦ガンガン研究しよう。 よし
There are enemies in your dungeon.
またか。いけ強っ。なんかもう戦いに行く必要なさそうだなこれ。でもこれ毎回修理とかあるのか。なんだなんだなんだ何してんだこの子は。この子が扉を直しに来てんのか。ブロック1個使いますよと。ブロックちょっと減ってきてるか。ブロックの研究し、もうできてる。となると、そうね。
Creatures are collecting their pay.
この部屋がもうちょっと必要なのか。ここ作っちゃうか。これかな。作業部屋をこう作って、よしよし。研究研究。よし、あとここだな。はい。なんかもうとっとと行くか。行っちゃうかとっとと。英雄のキャンプ、こっから敵が出てきてんのかな。ここになんかいるじゃん。
The horrific evil had destroyed a camp in the overworld. The defeated heroes ran away crying.
一般人を殺そうとしている。あれ、味方どこ行った？味方どこ行った？こっちか。これ壊したら味方が増えるのではないか？
You have destroyed a cage.
うおー、めっちゃ増えた。これなんだ？次だ次。
the vile evil had destroyed another of the heroes' camps. Screaming at the top of their voices, the survivors took to their heels.
あ、こっちに味方いる。おおおお。いいね、どんどん軍勢が増えていく。さっさと上に行っとくべきだった。
Otherwise, the orcs will eventually end up building some decent machinery here. Well then, keep your chin up, Toodles.
Brynhild, what are you doing? I thought your dwarves could easily handle a few orcs.
Problems, brother mine? Oh, what a shame. I had actually already planned on making myself a tea set out of dwarf skulls.
Talia, your evilness truly knows no bounds. These dwarves are part of the Alliance of Good. You were also once part of that alliance.
Payday! Creatures are collecting their pay.
ほう。まあ戻んなくてもいいか。一応研究完了。突入。
The dwarves' oversized hammer lay open. The trembling heroes prepared themselves for the final battle.
Oh, ラミア増えたね。よし、敵いなくなった。まあ、これ以上出てこないか。じゃあやってしまおう。てかタリアどこ行ったんだ。
The dwarven equipment spectacularly went up in flames, which was rather odd, as the creatures had only been hitting the thing with their weapons. But fine, perhaps horde weapons were made of flint. Yet the distraction provided by the dwarven intervention had shifted the destruction-loving evil's focus long enough for Talia to disappear into the distance. With an imaginary sigh, the staggering evil took one last look around before setting off in pursuit. The path led to the Hellwoods, an eerie place claimed by the demonic creatures of the underworld.
あ、実績なんだこれ。トラップで英雄10人倒すか。ああ、なるほどね。まあ確かにあんま使えてなかった、ちゃんと。
The Hellwoods. Talia was taken ever deeper into the lands by her stepbrother Tristan.
面白いなこれ。
They passed through the Hellwoods, a hotbed of demons.
よし、まあちょっと短いけど今日はこの辺にしときますかね。続き遊びたいな。これ平日ちょっとずつ配信していこうかな。 会話が面白いね、まずね。ちょっと戦闘中読んでる暇ない時もあるけど。はい。というわけで、ダンジョンズ4でした。また、続き、今日何曜日だ？火曜日か。木曜日あたりにやってみますかね。ちょっとどのぐらいのボリュームのあるゲームなのかわかんないけど、まあ、キャンペーンぐらいはクリアしてみようか。はい。というわけで、掃除してる人、プレイ中もね、掃除してるチビたちがいましたね。なんか、できればタリアを操作したかったというか、タリアを操作するもんだと思ってたけど、結局、あれだね、私はダークロードの手なんだね。で、タリアを救う物語なんだ。見ていても楽しかった。ありがとうございます。よし。はい。で、これゲームパスで遊べるので、サブスクね、入ってる人、触ってみてください。あと、そうね、リアルタイムストラテジーとか、基地建築系のゲームが好きな人には、割とおすすめかもしれない。はい。では、本日はこの辺でお時間です。おやすみなさーい。